Hey kids, welcome to our channel. My name is Tom. In this video, we are going to explore our solar system. Are you ready for a journey through space? Today, we're going to blast off into the great unknown and explore our very own solar system. Have you ever wondered what's out there in the vast expanse of space? Well, let's find out together. Our solar system is like a giant family of planets that orbit around a bright and shiny star called the Sun. It's like a cosmic dance where each planet moves in a special way, just like we do when we dance. Are you ready to learn about the coolest planets in the universe? Buckle up, because we're about to take a ride through space and discover some amazing things you've never seen before. Get ready to meet some new friends that are out of this world. Let's go. The first planet in our solar system is Mercury. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun, and it's one hot tamale. It's so close to the Sun that it's like the Sun's little buddy, always hanging out with the big guy. But just because it's small doesn't mean it's not cool. In fact, Mercury is like the Speedy Gonzales of the solar system. It moves around the Sun faster than any other planet, zooming around at lightning speed. Did you know that Mercury is also a rock star? It's covered in craters, which are like pockmarks on your face, but way cooler. These craters were made by space rocks crashing into Mercury and leaving big dents behind. It's like Mercury has a rough-and-tumble personality, but that's what makes it so awesome. Mercury is also super hot, so hot that it could fry an egg on its surface. That's because it's so close to the Sun and the Sun's heat is intense. But don't worry, we wouldn't want to visit Mercury without our sunscreen and sunglasses. So, that's our friend Mercury, the speedy, rocky, and hot planet. Remember, just because something is small doesn't mean it's not mighty. We're on our next stop in our tour of the solar system, and the second planet is Venus. Venus is like Earth's school older sister. She's similar to Earth in some ways, but she's got a style all her own. One thing that makes Venus so unique is its atmosphere. Venus is like the superstar of atmospheres. It's super thick and made up of a gas called carbon dioxide, which is like the bubbles in your soda. This makes Venus super hot, even hotter than Mercury, because the thick atmosphere traps in all the heat from the Sun. So if you think your hot summer days are intense, just imagine what it's like on Venus. But that's not all. Venus has a super awesome nickname, the morning star and the evening star. That's because sometimes you can see Venus shining super bright in the sky, like a diamond in the rough. You might even see it before the Sun comes up in the morning or after the Sun sets in the evening. It's like Venus is saying, hey, don't forget about me, I'm still here and I'm shining bright. Venus is also super cool because it spins in the opposite direction from all the other planets. That's right. It's like Venus is doing the cha-cha slide while all the other planets are doing the Macarena. It's always fun to be different, and Venus definitely knows how to stand out in the crowd. So that's our friend Venus, the super hot, super bright, and super cool planet. Remember, sometimes being different is what makes you amazing. The third planet is our home sweet home planet Earth. Today, we're going to learn all about Earth. It is like a big cozy blanket that keeps us warm and safe, and it's the only planet we know of that has chocolate chip cookies. That's right, cookies. One of the coolest things about Earth is that it's the only planet in our solar system that has life on it. That means we've got all kinds of amazing creatures like fluffy bunnies, soaring eagles, and even friendly dolphins. And not to mention all of the humans running around, learning, growing, and having fun. But that's not all. Earth also has the perfect temperature for life. It's not too hot and not too cold, it's just right. It's like Goldilocks porridge, but in planet form. And it's all thanks to our friend, the sun. The sun gives us just the right amount of heat and light so that we can thrive and survive on Earth. But wait, there's more. Earth has some pretty epic features too. We've got huge mountains that reach up to the sky, deep oceans that are like an underwater wonderland, and lush forests that are like a green carpet covering the land. And that's just the beginning. So, that's our friend Earth, the cozy, life-filled, and amazing planet. Remember, we only have one Earth, and it's up to us to take care of it. The fourth planet is the red and mighty planet Mars. Mars is like the ultimate playground for adventure, and it's just waiting for us to explore. One of the coolest things about Mars is that it's the planet that scientists are most interested in. That's because they think there might be signs of life on Mars. Imagine, aliens might be hanging out on Mars right now, playing hide and seek or having a space picnic. But that's not all. Mars has some pretty epic features too. It's got the biggest volcano in the whole solar system, called Olympus Mons. It's so big that it would take 3 Mount Everests stacked on top of each other to reach its height. And if that's not enough, Mars also has the longest canyon in the solar system called Valles Marineris. It's like a giant scar on the planet's surface that stretches over 4,000 kilometers long. Mars is also the planet that we humans are most likely to visit in the future. Can you imagine putting on your spacesuit, jumping in a rocket ship, and blasting off to the red planet? It would be like a space adventure of epic proportions. But be warned, Mars is also known for its fierce dust storms. These storms can be so intense that they can cover the entire planet in a red haze, like a giant Martian sandstorm. But don't worry, as long as we bring our trusty space helmets and goggles, we'll be just fine. So, that's our friend Mars, the mysterious, epic, and adventure-filled planet. Remember, sometimes the most interesting things are the ones that are shrouded in mystery. The fifth planet is the biggest, brightest, and most awesome planet in the solar system, Jupiter. Jupiter is like the ultimate space superhero, and it's got all kinds of superpowers. One of the coolest things about Jupiter is that it's so big that if you put all the other planets in the solar system together, Jupiter would still be bigger. That's right, it's like the Hulk of the solar system, big and strong. And it's also super bright. You can sometimes see it shining in the sky like a diamond. Jupiter is also famous for its huge red spot, which is like a giant eye on the planet's surface. This red spot is actually a huge storm that's been raging on Jupiter for over 300 years. It's like a cosmic hurricane that just won't quit. But that's not all. Jupiter has some pretty epic moons too. It's got over 70 moons, each with their own unique features. One of these moons, called Europa, is covered in ice and might have a giant ocean under its surface. Imagine swimming in an ocean under the ice on a moon of Jupiter. Jupiter is also a gas giant, which means that it doesn't have a solid surface like Earth. Instead, it's like a big ball of gas, with swirling storms and bands of colors. It's like a cosmic tie-dye t-shirt. So, that's our friend Jupiter, the biggest, brightest, and most epic planet in the solar system. Remember, sometimes being big and bold is what makes you stand out. The sixth planet is the planet that's known for its beautiful rings. It's the planet Saturn. Saturn is like the most stylish planet in the solar system, and it's got bling for days. One of the coolest things about Saturn is its rings. These rings are like a belt made up of billions of tiny rocks and ice particles. They're so big and so beautiful that they can be seen from Earth with a telescope. Imagine wearing a belt made up of millions of diamonds. That's what Saturn's rings are like. But that's not all. Saturn is also a gas giant like Jupiter, which means that it doesn't have a solid surface like Earth. Instead, it's like a big ball of gas, with swirling storms and bands of colors. It's like a cosmic tie-dye t-shirt, just like Jupiter. Saturn is also home to many moons, each with its own unique features. One of these moons, called Titan, is covered in a thick orange haze and has lakes of liquid methane. Imagine swimming in a lake made of methane on a moon of Saturn. It's like a science fiction movie come to life. Saturn also has the fastest winds in the solar system, with winds that can reach up to 1,800 kilometers per hour. That's like a hurricane on steroids. But don't worry, we wouldn't want to visit Saturn without our trusty space helmets and goggles. So, that's our friend Saturn, the stylish, epic, and awesome planet. Remember, sometimes the best things come in a beautiful package. The seventh planet is the planet that's known for being a little bit different. It's the planet Uranus. Uranus is like the quirky and unique friend that everyone loves. One of the coolest things about Uranus is that it's the only planet that spins on its side. That's right, it's like a cosmic somersault, and it's what makes Uranus so unique. Imagine doing a somersault all the way around the playground. That's what Uranus is like. Uranus is also an ice giant, which means that it's like a big ball of gas and ice, with a core made up of rock and metal. It's like a giant snowball, but way cooler. Uranus is also home to some pretty amazing moons. One of these moons, called Miranda, is covered in cliffs that are hundreds of meters tall. Imagine climbing up a giant cliff on a moon of Uranus. That's what Miranda is like. Uranus also has a pretty cool atmosphere, with clouds that are made up of hydrogen, helium, and methane. This gives Uranus its blue-green color, and it's like a cosmic smoothie. So, that's our friend Uranus, the quirky, unique, and amazing planet. Remember, being different is what makes you special. The last planet in our solar system is a planet that's known for being the farthest from the sun. It's Neptune. Neptune is like the ultimate mystery planet, and it's just waiting for us to uncover all of its secrets. One of the coolest things about Neptune is that it's the windiest planet in the solar system, with winds that can reach up to 2,100 kilometers per hour. That's like a tornado on steroids. But don't worry, we wouldn't want to visit Neptune without our trusty space helmets and goggles. Neptune is also an ice giant, which means that it's like a big ball of gas and ice, with a core made up of rock and metal. It's like a giant snowball, but way cooler. And just like Uranus, Neptune also has a blue-green color due to the presence of methane in its atmosphere. It's like a cosmic smoothie just waiting to be sipped. Neptune also has some pretty amazing moons. One of these moons, called Triton, is covered in ice and has geysers that shoot out nitrogen gas. Imagine watching geysers of gas shooting out of a moon of Neptune. That's what Triton is like. But that's not all. Neptune also has a mysterious dark spot on its surface that scientists still don't fully understand. It's like a cosmic puzzle just waiting to be solved. So, that's our friend Neptune, the mysterious, windy, and amazing planet. Remember, sometimes the greatest discoveries come from exploring the unknown. Wow, what an adventure we've had exploring our solar system. We've traveled to Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, and we've learned so much about each planet. We've met planets that are hot, planets that are cold, planets with rings, and planets with moons. We've discovered storms that have raged for hundreds of years, and we've seen cliffs that are hundreds of meters tall. But most importantly, we've learned that the universe is full of amazing and wonderful things just waiting for us to explore. We've learned that being different is what makes us special, and that sometimes the greatest discoveries come from exploring the unknown. So let's keep exploring, let's keep learning, and let's keep having fun. Who knows what other amazing things we'll discover in our universe? The possibilities are endless, and the adventures are waiting for us. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through our solar system. And remember, keep looking up at the stars and dreaming big. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click bell icon and subscribe to our channel for more videos. We'll see you next time.